posture and balance in perfection. Test it and train it with the aeroplane exercise. Hello everybody, this is Max from ROXX Functional Training and I will show you the aeroplane exercise. Why it's called aeroplane you will see when I execute it. And to talk a little bit about the exercise, it is mainly coordination and sensomotoric exercise, but you will also do a certain movement and your quadriceps and also your glutes will do the movement part of it. So you will have also a little strengthening in those kind of muscles. Which is also important. Your core has to work together with the rest of the body, and to keep the balance. We will go into instability, and in this position you have to adjust permanently to keep the whole body in the complete balance. Also in the starting position throughout the whole movement right to the end of the position. I will show you. Now I will show you the first version of this exercise and show you the starting position. I demonstrate this exercise using my right side, which means we have to train separately, which means you should spend the same time on the right side as you spend on the left side to get a good training. And the starting position for the first version is I will bring the whole knee, the shin, and also the foot in contact with the floor, and in this case a mattress, which is a little bit easier because it's soft, especially when you have a hard floor you should use a mattress because otherwise it's not very comfortable for the knee. We go into the starting position by getting a straight hip position, activated gluteals, and we have about 90 degrees in our knee. And to get good balance, there are a few tricks you can use. First thing I want to mention is when you extend your arms in this position. That's why it's called the aeroplane exercise. It helps you because your shoulder and your arm muscles can help you balance, or to help to keep you in balance by moving in those kind of little directions you need to keep the balance. And when you put your arms closer to your body, it will not have the effect as when you have it outside, and when you have it about here, it doesn't help you that much. So this is itself is a little progression for the whole exercise. So the easier way when you start the exercise, keep in mind doing it like this is the easiest way. The next thing is when you should point your view on a certain spot. When you look around doing this exercise and you look to other people who might doing this, you get distracted and it's harder for you to keep the balance. So just look at one certain spot which should not be moving and keep your eyes on that spot, which will eventually help you keeping the balance. Okay, I will demonstrate the exercise. When I shift my weight to the starting position on the right side, I lift my left leg, I go into a straight position. Now I bend my knee and my hip, same way. Keep my back straight. Try to get to the position where I'm parallel with my upper body to the floor. And concentric movement going into the straight movement again. So this is the first movement and the first version of this exercise. Try it out. In the first progression of this exercise, we're going to reduce the amount of contact I have with the floor. I will bend my ankle here, so I only have the knee and the feet in contact with the floor. Same exercise, go into the starting position, get the tension, good view, constant breathing, going down slowly, focusing on the spot, going up in a very controlled and rather slow motion, not a high pace motion. Try this out. If you have a balance pad around, you can do this next progression as well. You place your knee and your shin on the pad. A little bit easier when you bend your ankle and bring your feet on the floor. It's a little bit easier version because you have a wider base. When you do it like this, when you keep it in the air and only have your shin and your knee, it's a little bit harder because it's a very narrow base you have there. And also the pad is softer and it makes it harder to keep the balance when you are in the position. So I try it. Arms out. If it's too easy, put them in. Bending the knee and the glute, the hips. Going down, eccentric. Load on the quadriceps and also the glutes. Straight back. Neutral spine position. Going up. Complete hip stretch. Okay, this is the next progression. Try this out. This aeroplane exercise shouldn't be risky to perform at all, so almost everybody should be able to perform this exercise and use it as a good training exercise. We don't risk to fall off of something. We're always close to the floor. We only have our body weight in the progressions I showed you today, so no extra weight, and we have always a very controlled and slow movement, no fast movements which can be risky at times, so this exercise should be easy to perform for almost everybody. If you have knee problems or people who you do the exercise with have knee problems like a meniscus or something like this, they should, if they do the exercise and they don't feel very comfortable, then it might be the right decision to put that aside and try it a little bit later. Other than that, you can think of a little bit more progression work. When you use your arms and move them around during the movement I showed you, you can use a little dumbbells to put a little bit extra weight on, which makes it even a little bit harder, especially when you have people you practice this exercise who have also in the hardest progression I showed you an easy time. Then you should think about different ways to make it a little bit more demanding for them. So have fun with that exercise. Bye. If you like the content, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I will try my best to upload many other videos about mobility and about bodyweight exercises with and without tools. I have another channel which is called ROXX-Boxworkout. The link you will see below. There you can find box exercises with pads and also functional training combination. I hope you like that. Thank you all.